What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the card that I ended up spending over 2 million MT for in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. I ended up spending more on this card right here that I'm about to showcase than I spent, than my Giannis sold for, right? Like, if you look at this Giannis, my Giannis literally just sold for over 2 million MT, which is what it is. But the card that I just bought, I bought for more than this Giannis sold for, which is crazy to think about, right? It's absolutely crazy to think about when we really get into it. But again, we've got to talk about why. Now, as we do dive into this thing today, if you are new to the channel and have not yet, make sure you guys do smash that subscribe button. As always, I appreciate all the support on the channel. So you guys are going to see right now where I am at on my road to Joel Embiid. For Joel Embiid, I've got all the gold cards needed. I got all the emeralds. I got all the sapphires. As far as the rubies, I've even got all of them I need, right? Like, I guess I need one more wild gem. No, I got them all. Unless, it depends, you know. No, I don't have them all. I'm going to need another wild gem ruby, which it is what it is. I've got the wild gem 76ers. I've got the wild gem, I guess, amethyst power forward or higher. I need to get that as well. But at the end of the day, I don't have Lou Will. I don't have a pink diamond hidden gem. And so I needed to really figure those things out. So, like, as far as an amethyst, a 76ers player, I got to figure it out, right? Like, I've got to figure that out at some stage. Wait, it doesn't even have to be a 76ers player. I am trolling. I just need an amethyst power forward to get as far as a wild gem to add to the squad. So I needed to do that. But more importantly, before I did anything, I needed to figure out the problem for Lou Will as well as the pink diamond. And so I ended up bidding 2.25 million MT on Lou Will. Now, do I feel good about it? Not necessarily, right? Like, I don't even necessarily feel good about the fact that I spent that much for Lou Will. I'm hoping that this Lou Will goes for about the same. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of feel bad about how much I spent on Lou Will. But at the end of the day, time was so important into everything I'm doing right now, because I want to have Joel Embiid ready for this weekend. Like, it really is that simple, that easy. I want Joel Embiid to be ready to go for this weekend. And the most important thing for that was really, getting Lou Will. So I got Lou Will, right? A card that is an absolute garbage man on this game. And when I say that, no, I mean that. Like, this card absolutely stinks. He can't dunk. He doesn't play a lick of defense. The card is terrible. But what does Lou Will do? He gets me one step closer towards getting Joel Embiid. Now, it's going to seem like I'm still a long ways away from Joel Embiid. And am I really? I mean, yes and no. Like, I still got a bunch of these Sapphire Wild Gems to sell. Still have a bunch of these Emeralds to sell. Maybe can sell some badges today. Realistically, I'm still a ways from Joel Embiid. But I feel like if I start emptying out my collection, and not entirely, but just slowly emptying out my collection, selling some badges, selling some, whatever I've got to sell, I can end up getting Joel Embiid by this weekend. I'm a firm believer of that. Now, again, I am going to have to actually do some things, right? I'm going to have to grind out my park win streak again today. It's not going to just be a, super easy thing to do. But I think if I do approach this thing the right way, I will have Joel Embiid sooner rather than later. Because, a pink diamond wild gem, they're decently expensive, right? Like, I'm not going to sit up here sugarcoat things and say they are cheap, because they're not cheap. They are definitely expensive. But I think, given, where I'm at right now, I should be able to make things shake. And again, if I have to go in and finish this breakout board, I absolutely will do that. By the way, this is what the 2010s board looks like so far. This is after taking the portal to the 2010s board. My best two things are 2,000 MT. So, I mean, if you think that these boards are going to be just light years ahead of what we've seen in the past, I don't know if I want to even say, like, limit your expectations, but limit your expectations, because the boards are still, I'm not going to sit up here and say they're terrible, but they're still they leave something to be desired, okay? But here's the deal. I have spent so much MT on this game, between locking in the coaches, between getting KG, between now going for Joel Embiid, between getting Scottie Pippen. It is absolutely insane to me how much these things are costing, because I do play the game a lot, right? Like, I play the game a lot. I'm like 9 wins away from that 50,000 MT, right? I've got so many wins in Park. I play King of the Court every weekend. Like, I play this game a ton. And I'm not saying it's useless. But it's just insane how much things do end up costing on this game. It's just where I'm at right now. It is absolutely insane how much things do end up costing because, like I said, for myself, like, it is what it is. Like, I can, I guess, go and use that. I'll use this chicken dinner. I'll use it and just see what pops up here. And again, I'm not playing this either, so I'll use another chicken dinner because I'm not playing something that is not a triple threat game at this point. But, like, again, look at how bad these boards are, dude. Like, it brings me back to the whole point of, like, I just wish a game, and I can't say the game's not rewarding because, again, I've spent some money on this game, but realistically, the most of what I've gotten has come from me just grinding the game. But it's just crazy where we're at right now on this game. Like, you know, like the cost of everything. Like the fact that I got to spend 2 million MT to get a card for Joel Embiid, and then on top of that, Embiid's an extra 1 million MT, like he's over 3 million MT. It's just insanity. Like it is just absolutely insane how much I'm going to have to end up, you know, paying for Joel Embiid. But if you want to know why I'm paying this much for Joel Embiid, he is going to be one of the best big men in the game for the next month or so. And so for me, it's like, if getting Joel Embiid helps just that extra 1% to win King of the Court, then it's worth it, because at the end of the day, that's what King of the Court's decided by, like a 1% difference. So those are the things that I've obviously have to take into consideration, not only with Joel Embiid, but with the rest of my squad, right? Like, just with the rest of my squad, like, is it worth it after Joel Embiid to try and, I don't know what's next, get, you know, Kawhi, or, you know, add just the extra pieces to the squad to just try and improve my squad ever so slightly? Because again, at this stage, it's like my squad is already good. I've basically grinded everything there is to grind. I can still get that 50,000 MT, you know, after I do complete showdown, which I guess is going to be nice. And then if I do win the, you know, the extra, what is it, 50, if I get to 250 showdown wins, that's an extra 100,000 MT. So, like, there's definitely MT to be made. But the whole thing to me is, it's just like, what, like, let me ask it like this. If you guys have, let's say you just have 5 million MT available and you have not spent any, what are you supposed to do with that MT? Because there is no really middle ground. Like, Willis Reed is going for 500,000 MT. I mean, that's just the truth of the situation. And yes, Willis Reed is insanely good on this game. I'm not hating on Willis Reed, but I am just, I'm trying to put things in perspective of just saying, like, yeah, I spent a ton for Joel Embiid or you know, for the Lou Will card. I did. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. I'm willing to admit that. But I just don't know what my other options really were, because my squad is already good. It's not like I can just make these 1%, you know, adjustments anymore. It's like, if I really want to improve the squad, I gotta improve the squad at this stage. And so that's what I've really figured with Joel Embiid, is it's like, if I really am wanting to improve the squad, then let's improve it, right? Like, let's make a change that is actually going to improve my squad. So that's why I did ultimately decide to get Joel Embiid. I know a lot of people are like, Ty, you should have just got Dwight Howard. He's 90% of Joel Embiid. Well, guess what? Giannis is 90% of Joel Embiid. I don't want to cut corners anymore, guys. Like, I there's no point in me getting a Giannis replacement and having it be Dwight when the cards are literally the same. So it's what I decided to do. Am I going to regret getting Joel Embiid? Maybe. Like, maybe I will. But I feel like I've already waited too long, right? I feel like I've already didn't maximize my time having Joel Embiid, you know, having KG. And even with KG's release sometimes makes me mad, but his defense is so good on this game that, you know, that he's definitely worth playing. And so it is what it is. That's what I decided to do. I just am going to have to figure out eventually, you know, how to get Joel Embiid, right? Obviously, I'm playing this breakout, hoping something good pops up on this board, because at this stage, I got a lot to get done, because I don't want to have to spend money on this game to get Joel Embiid by this weekend. That's the one thing I don't want to do. If I have to, whatever, but I don't want to. And so it really brings me to the point of, I got a lot of grinding to do, not only today, but just in the future on this game. So that's really what I did today. I actually did it last night. I placed a bid, and I was just hoping that I would be able to do it. I did see the other Lou Will up for this morning, so I'm like, if I don't get this Lou Will, I can try again in the morning, and we'll see if I can get that Lou Will. But at the end of the day, I went all out on getting him, because I had struggled and been not able to get him for the last week or so. I've been trying, and his prices went up, his prices went up, his prices went up. So then finally I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just get him since I have the funds and see what happens. I don't know if it's gonna be worth my time, right? Like I have no idea whether Lou Will is gonna be worth my time or not. But the only way to know is to take the right steps, right? To do the right things and to make some things happen. So that's where we're at today. Again, Lou Will, welcome home, welcome to the squad. I know a lot of you guys out there are gonna be like, Ty, you should have just stuck with Giannis. What you are doing is absolutely crazy. Call me crazy. It is crazy. I would agree with you. But at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And I'm done taking shortcuts to having one of the best squads in the game. At the end of the day, it's going to be a slow process, getting the best players on the game. And it's been a slow process. I got Scottie, then I got KG, now is Joel Embiid. But at the end of the day, it's been something that I've been able to do. I've been able to get these cards without having to spend a whole ton of money. So it's what I'm going to continue to try to do to get accomplished. But for me today, that's going to wrap it up. Wanted to update you guys. I spent 2 million MT on the worst card maybe in the entire game. The only thing that's left for me is to get this Pink Diamond Wild Gem, and after we do that, we're going to be moving and grooving. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.